Your Honor, the state believes that this court should depart upward from the bail guidelines. That's why $100,000 was reasonable in the eyes of the state. Mr. Peckham does point out one of our concerns, which is his contacts, Mr. Watson's contacts to the state of Rhode Island. He has 11 criminal contacts in South Carolina. I believe the last contact was a domestic violence, second degree, whatever that is, in South Carolina. That sentence expired in 2020. He then came up to Rhode Island, from what the state knows, and was, in essence, a transient. I think he lived in the Amos house, he lived in another Providence shelter, and then ultimately found his way to the address where this incident took place. He had been in the state for 2 months. In the address, he was actually in the third floor apartment, based on his friendship with an individual by the name of Charles Woodruff. I think that was the state would allege that was the basis of the confrontation that happened on January 30th. Mr. Woodruff is now at the ACI, and that's the reason why Mr. Watson was at the apartment. So his contacts to the state are troubling. In addition, we can't forget the fact that Jenny Jensen was shot and killed on January 30th by Mr. Watson. Mr. Watson did that using a Ghost AR-15 that had a shortened barrel. He also had 2 extended magazines that were in violation of Rhode Island law. So for all those reasons, his contacts in South Carolina, his lack of contacts here in the state of Rhode Island, and the nature and extent of the incident that took place on January 30th, the state believes that $100,000 with surety is appropriate, and certainly an upward departure from the bail guidelines is appropriate in this matter.